What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's episode it's a big one. We're talking about the one thing that keeps students awake at night more than final exams.
Is it the English monster?
Exactly. That paralyzing fear when someone asks you a question in English and suddenly your brain, which was working perfectly fine 2 seconds ago, just goes 404 error, file not found.
Oh, I know that error message very well. I lived in that error message for 3 years.
Well, today Ritika is here to tell us how she went from being the quietest girl in the back of the class to someone who is literally co hosting a podcast in English. Stick around because Ritika is sharing her study sync method that help her ace her exams while mastering the language. So Ritika, let's get real. People see you now and think, "Oh, she's naturally good." But tell them about the presentation incident you told me about earlier.
Aryan, I still cringe thinking about it. It was 10th grade. I had to give a 2-minute presentation on climate change. I had written everything down perfectly. I practiced in front of the mirror, but the moment I stood in front of the class and saw 40 pairs of eyes, I froze.
What happened?
I started sweating. I looked at my notes, but the English words looked like gibberish. I managed to say, the earth is hot. And then I just stopped. Someone in the back snickered. I walked back to my seat and didn't speak in class for the rest of the year.
Raise your hand if you've been there. That one person laughing feels like the whole world is mocking you.
Exactly. And that's the problem. We treat English like a status symbol instead of a tool. If I make a mistake in math, it's just a wrong calculation. But if I make a mistake in English, I felt like a wrong person.
That's deep. But you were also a top student. How did you find the time to fix your English without letting your grades slip? Because most of our viewers are drowning in homework.
This is where the study sync comes in. I stopped looking at English as a separate subject.
Explain that. How does it work?
Okay, so if I was studying biology, instead of just memorizing the textbook, I would pretend I was a YouTuber explaining that concept to an English speaking audience.
Wait, so you'd teach your cat about photosynthesis in English?
Exactly. My cat knows a lot about science now. But seriously, when you explain a complex topic in your own broken English, two things happen. One, you realize if you actually understood the topic. Two, you practice thinking in English.
That's brilliant. You're killing two birds with one stone.
And I use the vocabulary sticky note trick. I didn't learn random words like hippopotamus. I learnt words I needed for my exams. Words like analyze, interpret, consolidate. I'd stick them on my desk and use them in my answers. Suddenly, my essays looked more professional and my English was improving.
Okay, let's do a quick lightning round. For the person watching this who has a job interview or a presentation next week and is terrified, what are your top three cheat codes?
First is slow down. People speak fast when they are nervous. Slowing down gives your brain time to find the next word. It makes you sound confident, not slow. Second is the mirror talk. Spend 5 minutes every night talking to yourself about your day. No one is judging you. It builds muscle memory in your jaw for English sounds. And the last one is consume what you love. Stop reading boring newspapers if you hate them. Watch Marvel movies, watch English cooking shows, or listen to English songs. If you enjoy the content, your brain absorbs the language faster.
I actually learned most of my English from watching sitcoms. It helps you hear how real people talk, not how textbooks talk.
One last thing, Aryan. I want everyone to know that perfection is a trap. Even today, I might say it don't instead of it doesn't when I'm tired. And you know what? The world didn't end.
It definitely didn't. You're here and you're killing it.
If you are waiting to be perfect before you start speaking, you will be waiting forever. Speak badly, speak broken, but speak. That's the only way to the other side.
You heard her. The monster is only as big as you let it be. Ritika, thank you for being so vulnerable and sharing these tips.
Thanks for having me, Aryan. It was fun.
Guys, if Ritika's story inspired you, hit that like button and comment down below. What is the one English word you always struggle to pronounce? For me, it's entrepreneur. I can't do it.
Mine is Colonel.
Subscribe for more stories and tips. We'll see you in the next one.